Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have more leaked riddles to go over by Riddler Khu for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. He's back giving us a little bit more information about the Generation 9 games. We're going to be covering all of that today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really does help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on all of the latest riddles. Let me know what you guys think about them. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, Riddler Khu has started tweeting out today. His first one said, "Riddles for June shall begin in a couple of hours." Now, by the time that this is going up, I don't know if these new riddles have been out yet or not. If they have, we'll break them down tomorrow, but I feel like he's not going to post them tomorrow, and I'll get onto that in a second. But either way, he said riddles for June shall begin in a couple of hours. I said you would react meh to it because it's an old picture. If you chose the other three, you would have been provided with 2.5 brand new pictures. And he says kinda sad her. So obviously he's referring to that he gave basically everyone the choice. He did like that community kind of poll, and he said, well, I think it'll actually be on his Twitter account somewhere. He basically just said like, which ones do you want to see in the next like riddles? And then he basically had like regional form, starters. I can't find it. It's somewhere. But yeah, he basically said like regional form, starters, Wifumon, and then like the gimmick or something. And like 50% of people chose like the starters. So that's why he's saying like, you know, it's just an old picture. That, I mean, basically in June he's going to give us some riddles on the starter evolutions, but apparently it's going to be kind of meh. He's not saying that the starters are meh, he's saying that the kind of riddle is just meh because it's an old picture, it's nothing really new and exciting. So a little bit unfortunate about that, but he is going to be posting some stuff soon. This was also posted on the r/Pokeleaks Reddit, of course. It says Scarlet and Violet starter riddles in a few hours, and then obviously that's a tweet we just went on. And he said, what kind of information would he give out on the starters, final evolutions? Probably final typings, and in my opinion feels a bit underwhelming compared to knowing a whole new Pokemon, since he can't outright post a pic of the final evolution just yet. Agreed, I'd selected riveting new regional form. I think I selected that one as well, thinking back to it. He says, really hope he's not going to be reposting the practice riddle from April. Definitely different type combinations, please. Please just let me bury the uncle today. From the sounds of it, he's going to be reposting that Masters card with the Hisuian starters. So Grass, Dark, Fire, Ghost, and Water fighting. I'm sorry, but Khu is such a pretentious POS, perfect example of insiders thinking they have some divine power because they have information no one else does and acting like gatekeepers. And then yeah, just more stuff, you know, I'll care when he actually drops information and not riddles. So basically he said riddles shall begin for June in a couple of hours, but then he posted this, and this is the interesting one, because he says, just noticed that we're still in May, and he said he was going to post riddles in June, but we're not in June yet. It's the 31st of May, so I don't think he's actually going to post these star riddles until tomorrow. And in fact, because we are still in like regional form kind of riddle month, which was May, he then posted this. So he said, just noticed that we're still in May and regional forms for May, right? I'm always generous, so we should also give a damn to the second place. Mentioned regional forms and cognitive inertia, both. Did anyone ever query what extra regional form could possibly mean to besides that RF? By the way, this fan art somehow nailed it. So yeah, this was the actual kind of poll that he posted. And as you can see, more information about starters, Gen 9 Objectmon, a riveting new regional form, Gen 9 Wifumon. So yeah, 58.2% of people wanted to find out about the starters, which again was unfortunate because we're going to find out about them anyway, whereas we might not find out about this new regional form or a Gen 9 Objectmon or this Wifumon until like a lot later down the line, whereas, you know, we know we're going to get starter evolutions at some point. So yeah, but I understand why everyone wants to see the starters, because obviously you kind of want to know what you're picking. Like, you don't want to pick the wrong starter and then end up hating it later on down the line, even though he's not going to post what they look like and stuff. But either way, he posted that and he said, by the way, this fan art somehow nailed it. So this was obviously some Diglett regional form fan art that we actually covered a while ago, and he says RF is short for, and then that's it. So obviously we're thinking it means like regional form, but now it could mean like anything, and there's a lot of people kind of speculating what it means. So Pokiozo says real form could make sense. We consider both Alolan Executor and Galarian Zigzagoon regional forms, but they have been stated to be the real forms of those Pokemon, I believe. Could be hinting at a Pokemon that originally came from the new region, but we have only seen its regional form in past games. So yeah, exactly, these Pokemon could originate in this region and then have moved to a different region and then got a regional form in that region. So like Cantonian Diglett could be a regional form, like the actual normal Diglett could have kind of started in the Gen 9 region and then went to Kanto and then got the regional form into the normal Diglett we know. But yeah, I don't know if this confirms that we're going to be... Obviously, it doesn't confirm that this is the Diglett regional form that we're getting. This is just fan art. He says here that this is just fan art. But I feel like we might potentially be getting a new Diglett form, which I don't know how I feel about. Like, we already got one in Alola, and there's not really too much you can do with Diglett, because obviously it's got like massive mystery under the dirt, like what's underneath it. But you know, if it doesn't have anything to do with that, then it's literally just going to be changing its head slightly. Like, obviously it got a new haircut in Alola, but that's literally it. Like, there's not too much you can do with Diglett. It's not the most I don't know, appetizing Pokemon out there, because there's just so many other ones they could go with. But then obviously he then kind of posted some more stuff as well, because he retweeted this. Which again kind of gives me more reason to believe that it is a regional form of Diglett. So this was posted by the Pokemon official Japanese Twitter, saying, in commemoration of the release of Pokemon t-shirt, Diglett's Easy t-shirt, live distribution of Ganbare Diglett is being carried out on the YouTube channel of the original Stitch. Diglett responds to comments from everyone. I think that's supposed to be Diglett. Please talk to me. So yeah, they posted this, and then again, I wouldn't have thought of anything of it, but Riddler Khu then retweeted it, so that's kind of be like, okay, maybe it is getting a regional form. So I really don't know, but I don't think we're going to be getting any like new riddles until tomorrow for the starters, because we are technically still in May, and he did say that we are going to get them in June. I mean, like I say, I'll go to his Twitter account again, but again, I'm not 100% sure he's going to be posting anything today. So tomorrow, I think, is when we need to watch out for the star riddles and stuff, which again doesn't sound too exciting from what he says in this tweet. You know, it's just an old picture, where if we chose the different one, it could have been like 2.5 brand new pictures. Anyway, let's go over to the r/Pokeleaks Reddit talking about this new potential Diglett form. So this was posted by, well, you can see, Khu saying the Diglett fan art is kind of accurate. So does this mean that we're getting a regional Diglett? So obviously this is what he just posted. No, he always posts riddles and vague tweets. No way he would post a fan art to outright identify the Pokemon. In the text, he asked what else RF can stand for besides regional forms. So obviously it could be real form that we've already talked about. It could be revived fossil. It could be rideable forms. It could be talking about typing as well. So obviously RF could be, I don't know, Rock Fairy, Rock Fire. I think they're the only ones. Is there any other typings that start with R and F? I don't think so. So yeah, it could be Rock Fairy. I don't know, Rock Flying as well. Could be Rock Flying. It actually might be something to do with that, because a lot of people thought that this was Rock Flying, like when it first was revealed. Obviously, it says type ground water, so it could be Rock Flying, Rock Fire, Rock Fairy. Yeah, anything like that, or it could just mean something completely different. Revive fossils, rideable forms. Okay, is it just me, or does this the way he typed this makes no sense? I actually have to go to the comments to make sense of some parts of it. Or it just means the water ground was right. Someone suggested that RF might even mean real form as well, like Alolan Executor. Probably this. The question is what Pokemon which already exist would originally come from the from Spain, the 9th region. Well, if it's between the 5 water ground types, I think that would knock Whiscash out of the running, since the Wells catfish is an invasive species. Obviously, that water ground thing has been spoken about quite a bit as well for the other regional form. Like, we know that one of them is Tauros, and then we'll kind of come to the conclusion that the other one that he posted about is a water ground type. So it could be a Swampert, Whiscash, Quagsire, Gastrodon, any of those kind of Pokemon, or it could just be a regional form that is becoming water ground. So it could be a Diglett becoming a water ground regional form. Could still model a regional Quagsire after Eldrac and claim it's the real form of Quagsire, though Eldrac bears such similarity to Quagsire and makes sense to make regular Quagsire the lesser version. But if it's a non-water ground becoming water ground, then it's a shot in the dark at which one. He said there's an alternative meaning to RF. There's been a lot of speculation about rainbow stuff that changes a Pokemon's typing if the other RF is rainbow form. Could be rainbow form, I guess. That might be, you know, pushing the boat out a little bit, but it could potentially be rainbow form. And then again, this is just a post by Pocozo saying, so these first 2 pictures should confirm there's a new form for Diglett. I don't think it necessarily confirms it, but it does seem quite likely now because of this retweet as well. I mean, this was interesting that Pokemon tweeted this out anyway. So in this next trailer that we might get, whenever it may be, we could be seeing like a new evolution. We could be seeing a new regional form of Diglett. It could be like a massive trailer, to be fair. I think it will be a massive trailer because we haven't had any information for like 3 months. And then he says, being RF short for its real form or rock flying type rather than the typical regional form term as he is implying. Remember Sword and Shield Diglett used Sunsteel Strike, or in Sun and Moon using its Z move. So yeah, these are the images we've obviously been over, and then this is just Diglett in Sword and Shield, and then in Alola as well. So again, could be rock fight. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about fighting. Could be rock fighting, rock fairy. So yeah, rock fighting, rock fairy, rock fire, rock flying. Could be anything really, if it's on about the typings, but it could be something completely different. Let me just quickly refresh his Twitter just to make sure he's not posting anything else. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be any riddles today because we are still in May, so yeah, I think tomorrow will be the start of riddles. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this. Do you think we are going to be getting a new regional form for Diglett? Subscribe if you're brand new. And until next time, peace.